Okay, so I have my special guest, Toby. Say hi to the guys.
Hi.
What up, K-Squad? Thanks for tuning in. As you can see from the title, today we'll be sharing a couple of our favorite things, and I have one of my favorite things here. This is my little Coco Loco. Love my mama.
I'm going to start the stuff for you guys.
She's going to show the stuff to you guys, so let's go ahead and we're going to start. I'm just going to grab, but we're going to start with what I have on my eyes today. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This palette is everything. This is what I have on my eyes today. Give me, mama.
And it's very colorful.
Really colorful palette. And you guys know I don't really get into color that much. So this palette was on sale at Ulta a couple of months back for $29. And even though I have Urban Decay's discount, I just never grabbed it. Even though last year was in everybody's end of the year favorites. This was like one of the palettes of the year. And now that I have it, I definitely see why. Today I have on Still Shot, Hell Ride, Wild Heart, Big Sky, and a little bit of Stranded. Yeah, I think those are all the colors that I use. I actually mix Riff and Baja together as a transition color quite often. And I don't even do makeup eyeshadow that often, but let me tell you guys, have a seat, mama. Let me tell you guys, this has actually made me want to dip into eyeshadows. They come off really pigmented, they're smooth, they're a little bit powdery. The eyeshadows are a bit powdery, so just be sure to tap off your brush as you go in, especially last time I had used the shade Guilt Trip, and that purple was all up underneath my eyes. So today, when I did my eyes, I made sure to put some powder down underneath just to catch a little bit of fallout. But luckily, with the shadows that I just told you about, I didn't have any fallout. So this is definitely a palette. If it's still on sale, definitely get your hands on it. But highly recommend this palette. Right, Chloe? It's a nice palette. You like it? Yeah, the packaging. I didn't even get into the packaging, but the packaging of this is everything. It's like postcards from all around the world. I don't know about all around the world, but it's like little postcards, and I don't know, it just really makes you want to take this on vacation. This would be a great vacation palette because it has like all the shades you need. You can do neutral looks, you can do colorful looks.
You can do like blue looks.
You can do like blue looks, green looks. They got warm shades like
peaches looks.
This is a really good shit. Good
yeah,
palette.
like it.
Another palette that surprised me, this was on sale at Ulta. I probably bought it up about the same time, but I've been shopping. This one here, this is the BH Cosmetics Blushing and Valley palette. It's a 6-color blush and highlighter palette. And Juicy Jazz here on YouTube, she always raves about this palette. And when I seen the inside of the palette,
it got a mirror.
It has a mirror, which is good because I only paid like $7 for this palette. So guys, if this is still on sale, I definitely recommend this one as well. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a couple of the shades. You want to put them on your arm?
Yeah.
These are the 3 blushes. And even though the shades might not be so deep, if you mix them together, which I've done plenty of times, it's really nice. So those are the 3 blush shades. So guys, that's the palette swatch there. The top 3 are the blush shades, and then the bottom 3 are the highlighters. Guys, when I tell you, like, it does have a little bit of texture to touch, but it's really smooth and illuminated on the face. Actually, the highlighters, I mixed all 3 highlighters today, and that's what the glow that I have on my cheeks today.
I think you can't see it very well.
No, they can see it. They can definitely see it. Come have a seat, mama. Really nice palette. Again, I only paid like $7 for it. So if you guys are in the market for like affordable blush and highlighter palette, the highlighters are really smooth. I use the blushes, like I said, I mix them together. That pomegranate shade I mix with the lychee sometimes. Sometimes I use it by itself. I might mix all 3. Like, it's really versatile palette, and I think it fits a wide range of skin tones. It's definitely one to watch. So that I'm really fond of as well. I told you guys about my e.l.f. sponge. Of course, I used it today, so it's a little dirty. I don't want to show you guys, but I definitely want to get a couple more of these. This sponge is bomb. I'm not going to make her do a close-up of this because it's dirty. We don't want to show them a dirty sponge. But this e.l.f. sponge is porous. It's like really squishy and squeezy. It's bouncy. So, and I just think like the pores in the sponge, it just does like a much better blend. I don't know. There's something about this sponge that I'm really digging. I think it's like $4. So if you ever come across I think it's called the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, definitely pick that up and try it because that's one that is definitely good. The next thing I want to talk about is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Setting Powder. This one is in, I didn't even know this was the shade Honey. Even though it's a mini, it does come with enough powder. As you know, I do have like a pretty diverse collection, so I don't need another setting powder, but I did want to try it because Of course, it's Fenty. Really, really digging it. It gets brightening. It has like a brightening capability that just awakens underneath their eyes. It doesn't budge. I haven't had any problems. Even with my allergies sometimes, I haven't had any problems with my concealer budging anytime I use this. It's not too drying, and you guys know I do have semi-dry skin, not no more because it's hot. So when it gets hot, I tend to leave more combo.
Like I'm sweating already.
Yeah, we're all sweating. It's hot. So this powder is definitely a good look. I think the mini was like $18, $20. So if you're looking for a new powder to try, definitely check this out. The minis come in a couple of shades, but of course there's a wider shade range in the full size. I went a little bronzer crazy in the last couple of months. I actually picked up 3, which is one of the reasons why I haven't picked up the Fenty Beauty bronzer as of yet, because I don't know, them shades just look a little iffy to me. So these just worked so good for me, and all 3 have been featured in my favorites. We're gonna start off with the bronzers that I used today. I went in with Hula Toasted by Benefit. In the camera, it doesn't look so deep, but that is what I have on my skin today. And I think it's just it's so smooth, that bronzer, oh my gosh. And it blends, it's not patchy. I was mad that Benefit took a long time to release them, but I am happy that they did. So this bronzer is everything. On top of that bronzer, I went in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, another company who's guilty of not catering to deeper skin tones. I'm gonna get into that later. But anyway, this butter bronzer, this one is in the shade Endless Summer Ethereal. And guys, I don't know if you can, oh, the smell gets me every time I smell it.
Oh.
What you think it smells like?
I think it smells like Coke.
Coconut?
See?
Like the coconut, right?
Yeah.
It's like a faint coconut, beachy kind of scent. It also comes with a little spongy thing. It's like the weirdest thing. Chloe's gonna actually, you want to keep that part? Because it's like a weird spongy silicone kind of thing.
Yeah,
So Chloe get to keep that and add that to her collection. So guys, yeah, that bronzer, I don't know if you can tell, but it has like a little bit of sheen to it. So that's why I went on top of it and kind of blended out that deeper bronzer. I really, really like this. This is pretty smooth as well. Not as smooth as the Benefit. And then the last bronzer I want to talk about, this is from Morphe. It took me a minute to get this one as well. But this is the Morphe Glam Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in the color Phenom. And look how deep and chocolatey rich that bronzer is. Oh my gosh, I love this bronzer. Like if I want to be like snatch.
She wore it today too.
No, this one I did not put on today. But if I want to have like that snatch bronze look, this would be the bronzer that I'm going for. So it's like a rich, really deep bronzer that I really like to put. Like I said, if I want to be snatched, like I did that, then that's the bronzer that I would reach for. And every day I just reach for different bronzers. So I freaking love these 3 bronzers that I picked up.
Don't say that.
Have a seat. And I'm so glad that I added them to my collection. Now guys, you see me use this in my most recent, what was it, a Get Ready With Me? I don't know. Whatever the last video that I had put up. Oh, it was like my everyday go-to work makeup look. But I love this powder. This is the Jouer. This is the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. This is in the shade Dark. And if I'm not mistaken, they do have one deeper than this. I think it comes in like about 5 shades, but it's like a finishing powder. And watch when she shows you close up, like the J's, the little imprint that was there, it's like faded away. And this is a really nice finishing powder. It just brings everything together. And once I finish my makeup and everything, then I go ahead and this is like my final step. After I spray the Morphe setting spray, which, that is what the next thing I'm going to talk about. That Morphe setting spray, I go in with that mist first. Then I go ahead and buff everything out with this powder, and it just, I would say it's like one step behind like the Laura Mercier Candle Glow powder or like the Hourglass powders where they give you more of a glow. This is more of a natural look, and I really like that. Since I brought it up, of course, my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, I always go ahead and repurchase this. This is like my 3rd can of this setting spray. Absolutely love this. And what I've been doing after that setting mist, because it's not really a setting spray, to me that's more of like a finisher spray, just like to bring everything together again.
She wear it today.
Of course I put it on today. I use this all the time, but what I didn't put today, which I usually use in conjunction with that when I'm leaving, is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is actually my 2nd bottle of this as well. I really do like this setting spray. I think it's a great option for a drugstore setting spray. You get 2.03 fluid ounces, so that's a pretty decent amount, and I think this spray will set you back like maybe anywhere from $8 to $11. So this is a really good setting spray. I feel like my makeup does last throughout the day. It says it's a 16-hour wear, and I wouldn't attest to 16 hours because I never really have my makeup on that long, but getting me through the work day, it definitely does last. So that is a beautiful spray, and as you can see, I have been using it. Again, that's my second bottle. Since we're on sprays, let's go ahead and talk about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer. I told you guys in my empties video, as a matter of fact, that I had used up I can't remember what scent it was. They have cucumber, coconut, and rose. Rose was the first one that I had the first time, but the cucumber, I like that, and I also did. You really can't smell it from the bottle, can you? You always say, every time I spray it, Chloe says she don't like the way it smells because it's like cucumbers, but like an artificial cucumber, which, you know, it doesn't bother me. I just like it. It gives me a nice smooth base to work on when I'm doing my makeup, because I don't necessarily always use primer, but to have like a primer spray, I feel a little bit more like I did something, I prepped my skin for makeup. So I really do like this spray. Alright, so now I want to get into some hair products real quick. Now, the reason that I have these juicy curls, one of the reasons.
And I got some.
Yeah, she'd be using it in her hair as well. But I recently tried the TGIN Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. I actually picked up a couple of TGIN products from Ulta. They was 50% off when they was having like some kind of hair event. So I did scoop up some products. But this by far is one of my favorites, this moisturizer. Like, your hair is moisturized. I've been using this and sealing it in with my shea butter, 100% raw shea butter. And when I tell you my hair will stay moisturized for 3 days straight, like no dryness, it felt good. Like, my curls are so defined right now. And that's thanks in part to a gel that I've been using from Curl Mix. But this, it's definitely bomb for moisture. So it says it's made with shea butter and vitamin E, which I didn't even realize that has shea butter in it as well. And that's what I've been using to seal it. So that moisturizer definitely is worth the money. Like, TGIN products ain't cheap. I was so happy to get it for 50% off, but I would definitely continue to repurchase this product from the line for sure. This is not the gel that I put in my hair, but this is the gel I want to talk about in my current favorites.
She puts it in my hair. Yeah,
we use this gel. This is actually the second big ass tub that I bought. This gel, for $2.49, you get 15.88 ounces of product, which is like so bomb. Now, this is you probably, if you follow hair stuff, you probably seen it all over YouTube. This is the Wetline Extreme Gel. This is the extra firm hold 24 hours. And when I rake this through my hair, like my hair, I wouldn't say it's defined. I think the curl mix that I've been using now, it actually defines my curls a little bit better. But that one, I think it's just really good for stretching your hair. Like, it'll make your hair feel very elongated, and I just really, really like it. It smells good as well. You want to see? It smells okay.
Yes.
It smells okay. Nothing to write home about. But for $2.49, like, who's mad at it? But I forgot what I wanted to say about this. Like, when you rake it through your hair doesn't clump up, but it kind of does clump up, as a matter of fact. It kind of clumps your hair up together, but in a good way. Like, if you want to see me do a video using the Wetline Extreme hair, maybe I could do a comparison video, the Wetline Extreme compared to the Curl Mix, because I really am feeling my curl definition for the Curl Mix. The lip glosses, you guys know I have been so into lip glosses lately. So first up, I've actually rediscovered my e.l.f. and Alyssa Ashley lip gloss. This is a collab that they had maybe last year. So you might not really get to see it a little bit. Let me see if I put it on my hand and I'm back here as well. Because it's such
it's such a light color.
No, and not that it's light. It's just really close to my skin tone, which is good because I don't need a lip liner when I wear the lip gloss. So that's why it's been one of my go-tos. Also, I've never, like, I hardly ever finish a lip gloss, but this is going to be one that I finished. I don't know if you can see, but you can pretty much see through the bottle. Go ahead and show them the bottle.
I use this sometimes.
That's probably why it's almost done, because she's talking about she uses it sometimes, but I don't know if you can see, like, I don't know if you can tell how much we've used from this, but like, this is the Buxom and Hot Toddy, and this is like just the perfect topper to any lip. And the funny thing is, like, it's really similar in color to the e.l.f. and Alyssa Ashley, but just more sheer, so it makes the perfect topper lip gloss. Go ahead, you can show.
It's a little light.
She's saying it's a little light, but yeah, it's just the perfect topper. And these last two are from the Pat McGrath, excuse me, Mother Pat. This is from Pat McGrath's lip gloss set that I have picked up. I absolutely love these lip glosses. The first one that I always wear is Bronze Temptation. Your Bronze Temptation is just so juicy and smooth. Oh my gosh. Like, and I'm not a fan of like shimmery lips, but it just has like this beautiful bronzeness, like that's hidden in the lipstick. Like, it's so good, so good, guys. And the last one is the color Flesh Fantasy, and this one's a little more of a lighter pink.
This is the last one I think you can't see.
It's a little lighter, but guys, these lip glosses are so bomb when I tell you. They're really moisturizing, so even if you feel like your lips are a little dry, you can go ahead and bust on one of those Pat McGrath lip glosses, and I'm telling you, they are definitely worth the money. Now, before we go ahead and get into the fails, I want to put something in the middle. This is like a fave, but still a fail at the same time because of the freaking shade range. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. It has an SPF of 20, brightening complex for all skin types. Now, you saw me use it in the video where I did the Get Ready With Me for Work. And at that time, it did match me a little bit better. But right now, I put this on the other day and I felt like it was like a shade or two too light. So that's why it's both a fave and a fail, because I love how it makes that. I usually don't even go for sheer foundations, but this one just does it for me. And you see in that video, if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put it in the iCards up above so you guys can check it out. It goes on so smooth. It looks like that healthy, natural glow. Not really glow, I wouldn't say glow. It just gives you that natural vibe and it looks like skin. So really do like it, but I wish they would expand the shade range a little bit more, because if they did have a summer color for me, I would definitely go ahead and buy it. Two fails that I have tried recently. First of all, the first one I don't even have here because I went ahead and returned it. Now, I know cancel culture is real here on YouTube, which I don't really run with the crowd, but when a foundation breaks me out, I'm getting my money back. So I'm gonna insert a picture right here of the Juvia's Pleas foundation. I don't remember what it's called. But I wore it. It looked really nice. I think I have a picture that I'll also insert right next to us or right in front of us, wherever, where it looked really nice. But that night, when I went to wash my face, I had like a super big bump right here in the middle of my nose. That was a no-go for me, and I know that was the only new thing that I had tried. No, right now, baby. That was a couple of weeks ago. I tried it, returned it. It's not here anymore. I couldn't deal with it. The second fail is this Morphe concealer. I did pick up a lot of concealers recently. I'm still kind of debating on how I feel about the Fenty concealer. The Jouer concealer, which I use today, absolutely love. I picked that up, but I picked up a different shade. I've been using the other deeper shade in sometime last year, as a matter of fact. I went and picked that up. So I've been using that. That one's almost done. So I went ahead and picked up a lighter shade, which that's what I'm wearing today. But this Morphe concealer, like, you know when you have on some tight jeans and you got something in your back pocket and you can see the outline of it? That's what I felt like this concealer did to my under eye circles, okay? It's like I can see, like it would sit right there in the pocket, and it just was not a good look. I did not like this concealer at all. I don't know what the name of it is. It just says Morphe concealer. They came out around the same time as that foundation that they had released, and I didn't even want to try the foundation because at that time it was more towards the colder months, and you guys know I have dry skin during the colder months, so it just was not a good look for me to try it. But concealers I can pretty much get away with more of a matte look underneath my eye because I use eye creams and stuff like that to help combat it. So I wanted to give this a try because it's like affordable, maybe like $15 or so, but this just did not work for me. In case you're wondering, I picked up the shade C3165, and I'm gonna have Chloe show you the swatch of that there on her arm.
Oh, it's so light.
She said, oh, so light. Once you blend it out, it's really not as light as it seems, but it just didn't work for me, guys, so that's my fail. So yeah, guys, that concludes all of my favorites within the last couple of months. This is my current favorites, everything that I've been loving right now. Couple of fails, but you know, life moves on. Not everything works for everybody. If it's your favorite and not mine, I ain't mad at you. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. Me and my special guest would like to say thank you. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up and
subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love to have you here for the next video. And until next time, beauties, I hope to catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.